How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ace. Today I'm once again joined by Songbird.
Hello.
And today we are checking out Stevie Ray Vaughan, Riviera Paradise in Austin in 1989. So have you ever heard of Stevie Ray Vaughan? Do you know anything about him?
I have heard of Stevie Vaughan, and I've heard some of like the stuff you'd hear on the radio. I grew up listening to classic rock radio, but I don't know anything beyond that.
So he is a blues guitarist. He played music between 1965 and 1990. Always when musicians are from Texas, I always have to mention that. So he was born in Oak Cliff, Texas in 1954.
So he was 11 when he started playing guitar?
So apparently he was active with music since he was 11.
That's awesome.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And people typically mention that there's pretty much two eras to Stevie Ray Vaughan. Prior to 1986, he was on drugs, and that is one era of Stevie Ray Vaughan. And then after 1986 is when he got clean and sober, and everybody says his musical style is pretty different by comparison, but both eras are both phenomenal. He did die in a helicopter crash in 1990.
I feel like I had heard that or knew that.
There is a backing band for this as well. So we have Tommy Shannon on bass, Chris Layton on drums, and I believe Reese Wyman on keyboard, because it says 1985 to 1990 and this is 1989. So I'm assuming there's a keyboard here. But yeah, I'm excited to check this one out. This is a bit of a longer song. I don't think I've heard this one before either, but I'm ready to check it out if you are.
Let's do it.
All right, cool. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And without further ado, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Riviera Paradise. Here we go.
This one goes out to everybody who's still suffering in any way.
That pick guard is so pretty. Right? Ooh, that's so good.
It's very good. I think this is the first time I've gotten to see Reese actually like play. Like I've heard him in a couple of songs, not many, but I've heard him in a couple. But this is like the first time I feel like I've gotten to see him showcased, and
Mhm.
he is phenomenal on keyboard there.
So talented and just like clean and precise, and all the while left hand going at it on the synth or whatever, and then just right hand fucking going bananas. Like,
Yeah, like it was just it to me it looked like he was just hitting random notes all together, but it worked so well. Like he knew exactly what he was doing, and it's just absolute lunacy.
yeah, incredible. Just truly incredible.
So the performances, the songs that of Stevie Ray Vaughan that are on the radio, they're more upbeat, they're more like
Mhm.
fast paced and everything. Even like he sings on those. But
Yeah.
this is like a much more slowed down performance. At least for now, I don't know if it's going to, I don't know if there's like a build up that's going to happen or not. He really puts a lot of himself into these performances
Mm.
where like you really see him go off on like the finger picking, the fret tapping and everything, like even playing the whammy
Mhm.
bar like it's a whole separate instrument. There's other things that he does, and I'm not going to spoil because I don't know if he's going to do them on this one or not. But
Yeah.
like just how he plays, he really gets into playing. Like he really feels it. You see it on his face. Like he
Mhm.
at times he'll have a stank face, and
Mhm.
it's just he gets so in the zone, and the rest of the band kind of just listens to how he plays. They're listening for these certain cues to be able to come in and stuff, and they're
Mhm.
so well versed at it. It's really well done.
Mhm. I think it's really awesome too, like just the cohesion of a band like that to be able to know each other well enough to be able to listen for those cues and look for their places to come in without it being apparent. And like if it would not surprise me if that this song changed a little bit here and there every night, you know what I mean, just like a little bit of different stuff, like whatever they wanted to do this time versus that time, like a little trill here, a little whammy there. Like I wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't the exact same thing every single night, because I do think that you said he puts a lot of himself in here, and I agree, is a lot of emotion in this. And it is not at all what I was expecting based on like what I grew up listening to. And so he started playing and I was like, "Oh, okay." Like it's just a whole different world. And it's marvelous, and a whole different side of him that I didn't even know existed. So I love this.
And there's a good number of performances I've gotten to check out where it's just straight instrumental as well. And
Mhm.
as far as I can tell, this is another one of those. I didn't look for lyrics or anything, but
Right.
as far as I can tell, this is just straight instrumental, and it's an amazing thing.
Mhm. I liked him doing the little bit of harmonic chime there at the beginning. That was fun. And he really just kind of like you were talking about the whammy bar and stuff like that. He really just kind of plays the whole guitar. Sounds like a silly thing to say, but I mean, like he makes use of harmonics and finger picking and using his pick and the whammy bar, and like even kind of like on tapping, like you said, all of the parts of the guitar are utilized to their best extent.
Everything he does is just phenomenal. Everything that the drums, the bass, the keyboard, all of it is just so well done. And I'm ready to check out the rest of it if you are.
Let's do it.
All right, cool, cool. So let's go ahead and get back to it. So here we go.
Reese Watkins, everybody. Reese Watkins.
Damn.
That's different.
That's awesome.
How do you think of that?
I don't know.
The whammy bar on the chime. That's fantastic.
That's something I don't think I've ever seen before. Like I've seen some musicians utilize the very, very top where the strings are wound up and everything, but not like that. That
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah. Wow. That was really cool. I very much enjoyed this one.
Yeah, this was fantastic. I'm all of the performances I've checked out, except maybe one, have, you know, like a lot of energy put into it where he's really, really like playing the guitar and he's doing all these tricks and everything. This one, it kind of subverted my expectation a little bit because like for the first half of it, he's playing relatively soft by comparison and he's
Mhm.
letting, you know, members of the band kind of shine, which he did quite frequently, you know, during other songs, but
Mhm.
here more so than others. But even the few notes that he was hitting at the beginning were so
Mhm.
effective.
I think it's interesting. I was thinking about it and toward like the last bit where they kind of did the refrain of the beginning, which is more simple. And like the word that came to my mind was like it's a very kind of like placid and calm. Like what a like just chill little groove to kind of root themselves in
Mhm.
before they kind of played around in the middle and like had fun. And the
Yeah.
beginning and the end were kind of just like it's a nice little chill groove to get into and just like relax, but they still had a good time with it.
Yeah, I get the impression, it may or may not be, I don't really know, but I get the impression this song was, you know, created specifically so they could kind of just jam throughout on stage.
Absolutely. And like it's just there are some so here's the thing about me. I don't tend to like jam band stuff too much
Mhm.
because sometimes I find that it goes on for way too long and it's just kind of like, okay, I'm tired of that. That was 9 minutes and I felt like it was like 3. It was so good. I
Yeah.
loved it. And
Yeah.
I think that it's because the beginning and the end were kind of like understated and they weren't just it wasn't like high octane the whole time.
Mhm.
It was kind of, like, grounded in the beginning and the end, and then they just had, like, a little fun play session in the middle, and I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, it really went so fast for a performance that was over 9 minutes, and
Yeah.
they packed in so much into that,
Mhm.
and even though it was like a more chiller song by comparison from what I've heard, I loved every second of it.
Same, it's going on my playlist as soon as we get off this call, like
Yeah. So I am glad that we got to hear something that was a little softer, a little more
Mhm.
chill. It definitely shows that he had versatility as a musician, which is really awesome.
For sure, and, like, just again, we've talked about people being masters of their craft, and, like, that band seemed like they were full of them for sure.
Definitely wouldn't mind checking out more from Stevie Ray Vaughan. If y'all have any suggestions or anything we should know about, definitely drop those in the comments below. Would love to check those out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check the description for all the cool stuff like the socials, the link to the video, the Buy Me a Coffee link for any priority requests. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment #chill. I think that's it for this reaction. Check you out in the next one. Bye, guys.